Gentlemen, this week's Ask Alpha question is kind of going to be a team effort. I need your help, and so does our buddy. One of our members sent me an email, and it has to do with a relationship question. He's having a rough time, and the interesting thing is this is actually the second email that I got in 1 week that sort of skirts around the same type of issue, and basically it focuses on when a woman does you wrong, and it doesn't have to be a woman. If you're gay, maybe your partner does you wrong. But then it's dealing with all these feelings and emotions surrounding it and actually wanting them back. And so I'm going to paraphrase, but this email is below this video so you can read all the details for yourself. Basically, you know, our boy was dating a woman for about a year, and the first year it was amazing, great relationship. Well, then she got sick, and I think she had something like cancer. You can look, but anyway, there was like a cancer scare, and she kind of freaked out and said, you know, right now I can't handle a relationship. I've got to worry about, you know, my health. Well, prior to this, she started acting a little bit funny, needing a little bit more space. And here's the deal, gentlemen. If I can stress one thing to you, listen to that gut feeling. Your internal your gut feeling usually is not wrong. If you feel something is askew or a mess or something that's just not right, chances are it's just not right. Don't let your mind try and convince your heart that something else is going on. Anyway, so she starts being a little bit distant, and they end up breaking up. Jealousy issues and this and that. They break up. Well, they stopped talking for a little while, but slowly and surely they started to communicate again. Well, our buddy started dating and trying to get back into the market, but he still hung up on this woman. He's still in love with her. This was really, I think, the first time that he's really fallen hard in love with somebody. And love is a tough thing. It is an incredibly emotional, intoxicating thing. And, you know, but love only works if it's a two-way street. One person can be totally in love with somebody, but if the other person isn't, guess what? It's not going to work out. You cannot force or convince somebody to want to be with you. I think, I know I'm jumping ahead, but we as individuals, we are beautiful men. I mean, we have a lot to offer. And, you know, we are not going to be every woman's cup of tea. Some women are going to like us, some women are not going to like us, but that's okay. They don't all have to like us. Where the hell am I going with this? I'm starting to get all Dr. Phil. I'm going to get Oprah on your ass in a minute. But anyway, they start talking again, and he starts developing feelings again. And he's comparing all of these women that he went out with during the time of their breakup to this mystery woman. Well, that's another thing. Never do that, because they're never going to live up to your expectations. Anyway, he cut off contact. They start talking again, and he started getting mixed signals. But he heard through the grapevine that she was seeing her ex-boyfriend again while she's communicating with him. And he's like, yo. So he's like, he asks her, he's like, are you seeing him? And she's like, no, oh, how dare you? Why? Why would you think that? And I guess he told her. Well, a little bit more time goes on. He finds out, he says in here that he sees with his own eyes, which means that he was probably doing a little too much stalking. And I know though, hey, who hasn't been there? Who hasn't been so crazy obsessed or focused and fixated that you just feel like you need to just know, and if you just know, you'll be able to forget all about it. Dude, you just end up driving yourself crazy. Well, anyway, she's seeing him. And he doesn't know what to do. She's still sending him text messages, and even after he saw her with his own two eyes, she's still denying it. Let me tell you something. Women will never admit that they're lying or that they've been caught. They will always skate around it. Men, we're so dumb. We will be caught or think we're caught and be like, oh, and then you collapse and admit everything that you've been wrong, and then the woman's standing there like, huh, I tricked you. I didn't know. I just thought, and you spilled... Maybe I'm speaking from personal experience, I don't know. Alright, let's get back to the question as opposed to me spilling my deepest, darkest secrets. I'm just kidding. Where am I? Alright, so he confronts her, he sees him out, and she once again denies it and says that they're not together. And why should it matter anyway? And I responded that if we were friends, it's only natural for me to wonder, but not natural for her to deny it. Don't overthink this, brother. She's seeing him. She's screwing you. She's playing both of you. He says, I'm always stressed out because of her, and it's affected my moods at work and in everyday life, but I just can't let go and cut off completely. What do you think she's doing? Dude, I have no idea. I have stopped trying to understand what women think a long time ago. Why must she lie? Because she's not going to admit the truth? Because that would admit to actually her being wrong and lying and her having the faith. She's not going to do that because she knows she'll believe anything she says. But more importantly, I need advice on what to do. I need my sanity, my peace of mind, but I know I can never have that as long as she is in my life. And you just hit the nail on the head, and I'm going to just stop there because here's the deal. When you break up with somebody, it is a breakup. You should not try and maintain a friendship if you are hung up on somebody. Friendships and exes never work for the most part, unless it's like high school or like kindergarten ex-girlfriend and then you grow up. But if you were really deeply committed emotionally and she breaks up with you and you get upset, or you break up with her and she's really upset, friendships never work. Everybody says, oh, we should still be friends. Guess what? You shouldn't be friends, because if you still wanted to be friends, you'd probably still be together. There is an issue and there is a problem in your relationship, in your communication, and the way that you interact. Gentlemen, when it's over, let it be over. Don't lament. Don't try and pull her back in. I know that it's tempting, and I know that your heart is broken, but I'm telling you, you need to get her absolutely out of your life. Block her on Facebook so you can't go check. Delete her number from your phone, and don't write it on your hand, and don't get it tattooed. That doesn't work either, because you'll still have it. Don't dial her when you're drunk or text her when you've been out with your friends. Get her number out of your phone, period. Get her off Facebook. Delete her email address. You need to delete any record of her actually being in your life and the ability to actually contact her, because if you don't, you're going to be drawn to it, almost like Superman to whatever Superman was attracted to. Lois Lane. I almost say kryptonite, but he's repelled. Anyway, you need to think of her as your kryptonite. You need to get over her, and the way to do that is to start taking care of yourself. Focus on you, and don't listen to the radio. Why? Because the radio is full of songs that suck ass when you're depressed. Take it from somebody who knows. I broke up with this woman once. Man, it was tough. It was really hard. I was depressed. I just lay on the couch and watch Castaway with Tom Hanks, listen to like Enya, and like every song I would have like, oh, this is our song, and there's a hidden meaning in it. There wasn't a hidden meaning other than I'm being a moron. When you break up with somebody, it's time to move on. Focus on yourself. Get rid of them. You need to, honestly, you can't be friends with them. And don't try and connect with their friends to be like, hey, so how's so-and-so doing? Oh, yeah? I'm just interested because I care about her friendship. You don't care. You are really fixated and obsessing about this. And I'm probably over-talking this. My advice to you, sir, get rid of her. Stop talking about her. And start taking care of yourself. Start working out, start taking care of your body, start eating healthy, and start thinking about dating. Now, for the first few times, you go out on dates, you're going to be miserable, and you're probably not going to be very good company because you're going to be thinking about this other person. But over time, it will get better. Trust me when I say this. If you cut off contact, it will get easier. It will get better. Gentlemen, I need your help. Our boy needs your help. How would you recommend somebody get over somebody that they were truly, deeply in love with, infatuated with, and that person doesn't want anything to do with them? You shouldn't try and keep getting after it. You need to learn to let it go. I don't know. You need to help Tell our boy what he should do, how you got over somebody that you loved and lost.